From a program with an undeniably rich history, the Linfield football squad with the foremost bragging rights of the NCAA era remains the Wildcats' 2004 national championship team.
I remember setting that goal the year before when we had our team meetings in the spring of 2004, and our goal was always to win a national championship. That was it. All or bust, was kind of the motto for our team that year.
And we knew this was the year we had to do it. We had made the runs deep into the playoffs 2 years prior and had the experience to go far. And so I think if we were going to do it, it was going to be 2004.
Led by National Coach of the Year Jay Losey and All-America quarterback Brett Elliott, the Wildcats captured a fourth consecutive Northwest Conference title and first national championship for Linfield in 18 years.
Our biggest challenge that year, and what I would say was the turning of the tide, was when we went out to Stevens Point. That was kind of the point where we realized that, hey, look, we've got to be on point the rest of the year. We're not just going to walk through every team that we play.
Mixed among 5 Northwest Conference wins were landslide victories over NAIA powerhouse Southern Oregon and NCAA Division III independent Menlo College. Linfield nailed down its 5th consecutive NWC crown with a 34-21 defeat of Willamette. The Wildcats limited the Bearcats to a season-low 174 yards rushing and denied them scoring opportunities 3 times inside the 20-yard line.
Our season that year was kind of unprecedented, and our record obviously was undefeated. And then the way we were beating teams was something that hadn't necessarily been happening before. Just complete blowouts on the defensive end and on the offensive end.
High octane, I guess, kind of. Our offense was dangerous. You look at the weapons we had offensively, with the thing that we could do with our passing game that I think is always pretty rare, is we could march down the field and take our 5-yard, 6-yard, 7-yard gains, either running or throwing underneath, or we could hit you on a big scoring with a 60-yard pass over the top, and there was really no way to defend us. You had to give up one or the other.
17 Wildcats, plus the head coach, received all Northwest Conference recognition. Those included Elliott, the NWC Offensive Player of the Year, multi-skilled Brandon Hazenberg, who picked up all-star honors as receiver, defensive back, and return specialist, and Losey, who garnered his 4th consecutive NWC Coach of the Year award. Linfield qualified for its 4th NCAA postseason appearance in 5 years. Once in the playoffs, the Wildcats eliminated Wisconsin Lacrosse and Occidental by a margin of 30 points each to advance to the NCAA semifinals. During those first 2 contests, O.J. Gully set Linfield and NCAA Division III playoff records with a 100-yard interception return. Elliott passed for a school record 7 touchdowns, and Casey Allen broke the program's single-season record for catches and receiving yards.
Coming up short a couple times the 2 previous years, I think gave us that confidence that, hey, look, we belong on this stage, and let's take advantage of being here.
It was the defense's turn to shine in the semifinal round. The Wildcats limited East Coast powerhouse Rowan to 148 yards in the first 3 quarters, on the way to a 52-0 shutout. The program's 7th overall national championship game appearance and first of the NCAA era meant a cross-country trip to Salem, Virginia for a matchup against Mary Hardin-Baylor. The teams kept pace through the opening half until Elliott's 1-yard touchdown run with 27 seconds left gave the Cats a 21-13 edge at intermission. Tied at 21 with under 6 minutes to play, Zach Fleming forced a fumble on a punt attempt, setting up the Wildcats at the UMHB 10-yard line for the game-winning touchdown. Riley Jenkins scored the deciding points with a one-handed pass reception from Elliott.
One of our greatest assets that season was stopping the run, and I think it showed at the end of the year when we played Mary Hardin-Baylor. They had one of the top rushing offenses in the nation, and we held them to season low as far as their rushing was concerned. And it was just progression throughout the year, knowing our assignments and getting stronger and just playing good defensive football.
Key defensive contributions came from safety Eric Hillison, who recorded 10 tackles, and defensive ends Kelly Bertrand and Brandon Tom. Bertrand and Tom together sacked the UMHB quarterback on 4th down at the Crusaders' 19-yard line with 33 seconds remaining to seal the 28-21 victory and a perfect 13-0 season. At year's end, Elliott, Allen, Hazenberg, and George Carter received All-America honors. Losey was chosen as the National Coach of the Year. Statistically, the Wildcats led the nation in total passing yards and scoring average and set 23 single-season records, most of which stand today.
To all the coaches and players from the 2014, congratulations.
It's our honor to be here today to be inducted into the Linfield Hall of Fame.
This is a very proud honor for all of us, and I'm excited to be a part of this.